Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. We are back in our DeLorean once again with another edition, episode 15 of True Rewind. If this is your first time watching True Rewind, this is where me and the good brothers, the Monday Night Warriors, we get in our DeLorean, we pack on up, we pump up the flux capacitor, and we go back in time to the beginning of the Monday Night War between WCW Monday Nitro and WWF Monday Night Raw. We review both shows and we decide what was the better show for the week. I am joined once again by the connoisseur of all reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon.
What's up, SP3? We're missing somebody here.
Yes, unfortunately, on our trip in our flux capacitor, we had to pump up some more, our more flux capacitor, more gas in our DeLorean, and our resident drunk guy, unfortunately, got drunk, fell asleep on the toilet at the pit stop, but we had to keep on moving to the go home show for WWF Survivor Series 1995. Don't you guys worry, he will be back with us.
He'll get an Uber.
Exactly. Or we'll swing back around. You know, we might have to go back around there to get to Survivor Series 1995, but we had to go to our next stop. It is the week of November 13th, 1995. This is the go home show for WWF Raw heading into Survivor Series 1995. This is coming off 2 or 3 weeks after Halloween Havoc 1995, as we called it, the worst pay-per-view in professional wrestling history. So we're still recovering from that. So we have to excuse the drunk guy. Maybe he had a little bit more shots than usual to kind of forget October 1995.
I mean, I gave Halloween Havoc a 0. Surely Survivor Series can get a 0.1. Surely.
We're setting the bar real high. Survivor Series. So before we get into our review for Monday Night Raw and Monday Nitro, you know what to do. This is your quick reminder to drop us a like, give us that thumbs up, show your support to the True Rewind series. If you haven't already, you can go back and check out the playlist for all the past episodes of True Rewind, and of course push the iCard down at the bottom to subscribe and the bell to stay notified. We have eclipsed 750 subscribers for the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, and we are on our road to 1K. So you need to help us along with that journey. Share this video and show others, all these laps in casual wrestling fans, that we are reviewing the classics or the not so classics of wrestling history on True Rewind. So always share, subscribe, and like the video. Romeo, you are our quarterback for our ride. Take it away.
All right, this is episode 15. So every 5 to 10 episodes, depending on what it's looking like, I'll try to give a recap of where we stand in the war, of what we've seen already. Here's some fun facts. WWF is on a very cold streak. Over the past 6 shows, out of 18 possible votes, they've gotten 1 thumbs up from us. The 3 of us. 1. And I think it was you. I'm not sure, but I think you just were proud of the way they promoted their pay-per-view. I think it was a pity thumbs up, if you ask me.
I always try to give them credit, because I know the goal of the go home show in these days is not always the same now in 2020, but in 1995, the goal of the go home show is to get people to buy the pay-per-view. So if they are able to accomplish that, I give them a thumbs up, or at least a thumbs in the middle. But yeah, it's been a rough time for WWF.
Another fun fact, we've seen 4 pay-per-views combined so far. And this hurts. Not a single thumbs up, even from our guest, True Hill Josh. 13 possible votes, all thumbs down for the 4 pay-per-views we've seen. The highest rated pay-per-view has had a score of 2.86. Out of 10, that was In Your House number 3.
Wow. In Your House number 3? Oh my God. And that was with the bait and switch, wasn't it?
Let's recap Match of the Night. Let's see who's the top 3 in Match of the Night so far in the Monday Night War. In 3rd place, he has fallen out of the top spot with 9 total votes. It's Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh, man.
He has
Poor
been
Brett.
overtaken. There is a tie for second place with 10 total votes. The better Hart, the king of hearts, Owen Hart.
He's a black heart, damn it. A winner, a soul survivor. Woo!
Woo! And tied with him, ironically, is his future Hart Foundation brother, Brian Pillman, also with 10 votes. Isn't that cool?
The whole Heart Foundation, most of the Heart Foundation. Where does British Bulldog? We got to do like a top 10 and see if Bulldog lands in there too.
Well, British Bulldog is responsible for the worst pay-per-view buy rate in quite some time. And in first place for match of the night, taking the lead, jumping up 2 spots from number 3, Eddie Guerrero with 11 votes. No surprise.
This makes sense.
He is delivering in the Monday Night War. MVP. In third place, we got a 3-way dance, 3-way tie. It's the previously mentioned Eddie Guerrero, Jerry the King Lawler, and the bad guy, Razor Ramon, with 5 votes all.
Wow.
Second place, dropping out of the top spot with 6 votes, is Ric Flair.
Woo!
And in first place, taking the lead with 7 votes, is the Macho Man, Randy Savage. 7 MVP votes.
The Macho Man. The cream rises to the top. Oh, yeah.
And tracking the LVP scoreboard, to no surprise, it's the same 3. In third place, Steve Mongo McMichael with 6 votes. We've relaxed on the votes there because he's got his own horrible meter.
Yeah.
But he's still in third place. And in second place, 1, 2, 3, LVP. 1, 2, 3,
LVP.
With 12 votes.
Ooh.
And in first place, the LVP himself. What you gonna do, brother, when you're the least valuable performer in the Monday Night War? Hulk Hogan with an astounding 17 votes.
Oh my God. Spoiler alert for the people that can't watch the whole video. I think that number is going to rise.
He's got more votes than episodes we've done. All right, we're done with the recap. Let's start. We are November 13th, 1995. Let's start with Monday Night Raw. How about that?
Sure.
Taped for the 3rd week in a row from Brandon, Manitoba. Can we go somewhere else besides Brandon, Manitoba? Jesus.
They haven't left Canada in over a month. Oh, my God.
We got some news, live events over the weekend. Razor and Kid were not on the same page. So Gorilla Monsoon, thankfully, makes the match between Razor and Sid for the IC title, not for the IC title anymore. He sees that 1, 2, 3 Kid is a little nutcase. Like, I was complaining about that the previous episode. Why is this for the title? He can't referee this match. But it's a non-title match now.
This was detrimental against my good brother, my namesake Sid. Like, Sid could have took advantage of the conflict between Razor and Kid to become the new Intercontinental Champion, but Uncle Gino took it away from him.
Good job by Gino. I'm sorry for making you the LVP last episode. I take it back. Even though there are no takebacks in the Monday Night War on True Rewind. Hunter Hearst Helmsley versus Henry Godwin. Hunter starts this by spraying Henry with perfume because he stinks. That backfires on Hunter because, in the words of Vince McMahon, Henry Godwin has slopped himself. Whoa. That's right. Self-slop. Hunter runs away so he's not touched by Henry. He slips on the slop. Hunter runs backstage. Henry chases after him. Double count out. Dirty finish, or should I say sloppy finish in 1 minute 34 seconds. This wasn't long.
Was it a match? Did the bell ring?
Yes.
Oh my God, I was just so confused by this. I was like, what was the point of him slopping himself? I just said this was a disgusting angle where HOG slops himself and Triple H falls in his slop. Ugh.
We know what Doc Hendricks does in the Survivor Series Slam Jam when the camera's not on him. He's just dancing. And he's immediately caught by surprise as King trolls him, saying Godwin and Hunter are coming his way. He gets very worried. Vince McMahon warns us that the president may get slopped at Survivor Series.
Jesus. They mean the guy playing the president?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. This is 1995. Currently, Bill Clinton is actually being slopped enough by Monica Lewinsky. This doesn't come to light until 1998, but great foreshadowing by Vince McMahon. Give him credit there. Little did he know.
Wasn't it a few people he was getting slopped by? There was Barbara Flowers too, wasn't it? Or
Jennifer Flowers.
Jennifer Flowers. I'm sorry, Barbara. Jennifer Flowers, Monica Lewinsky. He was getting a lot of slop. He was getting more
slopped.
He was getting more slop than HOG.
Doc throws it to Superstars footage. DiBiase warns Cornette not to double cross Sid because he has two associates on the other team in the wild card match. Just a bunch of heels talking about loyalty.
The $1 million man talking about loyalty. Everybody's got a price.
Ahmed Johnson versus Jake Steele. I'm assuming a jabroni. I don't know if he turned into Rhino or something like that.
Ironically enough, I was watching this with my dear girlfriend, and I said this is the first time that a jobber is just a jobber on True Rewind. I was like, this is not a future superstar.
Second week in a row, Shawn Michaels has interrupted a squash match, this time in a video backstage. He talks up Ahmed Johnson. They'll survive together on Sunday. These two have never met each other, and they trust each other.
Because they're both good guys, and this is 1995.
Vince McMahon compares Ahmed Johnson's tongue being out to Michael Jordan. Pearl River plunge for the win. Ahmed Johnson wins easily. After the match, this is all you, brother. I can't do it.
Vince interviews Ahmed Johnson after the break, and Ahmed says, and I quote, "All I gotta say is, Sid, Bulldog, I'm telling you, baby, do not come to that ring half-stepping, G, cause if you do, I'm gonna break you off something proper."
That should have been a fucking t-shirt. I'm gonna break you off something proper. I like it.
I died. I had to replay that like 3 times to get what he was actually saying.
This is the hard work, ladies and gentlemen, that SP3 goes to trying to transcribe Ahmed Johnson for us and for you, the viewers. Barry Duditsky shills a WWF 1996 calendar with Diesel on the cover. That should age well in 1996. How is Shawn Michaels not on the month of February? The Heartbreak Kid, come on.
At this point, I just put Barry Lubinsky selling some shit.
Diesel, Bret Hart in a face-to-face interview. They're not face-to-face. They're just in 2 different locations on the screen at the same time.
I was like, this is like the earlier version of Skype.
The questions that Vince McMahon asked both of them are very instigating. The highlight of this is Bret Hart talking about how he's such a great technical wrestler and that he could take Diesel to the limit. And Diesel, I don't know if this was in the script, says, don't toot your own horn because HBK took him to the limit too at Mania.
But Bret was, I had to give it up for Bret because Bret is not known for his quick wit and on the mic, but he very naturally just turned that around on Diesel, and he told him, he was like, you've done well against the big men, but you barely got by me and Shawn Michaels. So I was like, good point, Bret. I was like, damn, Bret, that was a good turnaround.
I enjoyed this segment, but Diesel did not look like he wanted to be there. Was I the only one that got that vibe?
He looked like he'd rather be anywhere. He looked like he'd rather be on Nitro.
Oh.
Diesel is the most uncool person that has ever been called something cool. Big Daddy Cool. Big Daddy Cool is anything but. He is Big Daddy Soft. Big Daddy I want to cry. Big Daddy I'd rather be anywhere else in the world.
Big Daddy Fool. King Mabel's making his way to the ring, and did you see who's carrying him?
No, I didn't.
Rhino. He's
Of
paying
course.
his dues as he helps carry the king to the ring.
Wait. You forgot one match before this.
Oh, whoa. You're right.
Yes, this is a candidate for match of the night. Yes, I am saying a lot about the quality of the matches on this show, but yes, in one of the matches of the night, it was the long-awaited battle between Vince McMahon and Jerry the King Lawler in a karate fighters showdown.
Yes, and the king distracts the ref and takes his fighter down onto the platform. Vince accuses him of cheating. King says his fighter has an ingrown toenail. However you call it. Dirty finish. King wins. Vince threatens King. The Undertaker's coming for him on Sunday. Mabel, in his match, put a lot more effort into this match than the one against Yokozuna. I'll tell you that much. He was out there flying.
Absolutely, and he was versing jobber number 76, Roy Raymond. But the Undertaker cut a promo before the match, and he cut the promo, and he said, "This Sunday, Mabel, you will come face to face with the evil you released, and vengeance will be mine."
This is awesome, man. I really hope SP3 and Undertaker meet one day. I want to be alive for that. At the end of this Mabel Jobber match, they're talking about anything but the match. They're talking about the Browns moving to Baltimore. They're talking Jets playoff tickets. They're talking about some outlet store overseas charging to use the bathroom. What the hell is going on? Mabel wins in 3 minutes and 1 second with a belly-to-belly, obviously. Sooner or later, WWF has to realize you can't keep up in the ratings war with these multiple jobber matches in a 1 hour show.
It's really bad. Like they never give us anything, but if it's either the opening match or the main event is a matchup between two actual WWE superstars every single week, and then in the middle of the show it's nothing but jobbers. So you can automatically see where WCW gets their momentum is because they're actually putting out matches with their actual superstars.
Then it's time for Psycho Sid versus Razor Ramon, 1-2-3 Kid as the referee.
Before the match started, we saw footage from WWF Superstars where it's Smoking Guns versus 1-2-3 Kid and Razor Ramon for the tag team titles. The match that you and Drunk Guy were very upset they were gonna get a rematch of, and apparently in this match, the Smoking Guns had the victory at least 3 times, and Razor broke up the pin every single time because 1-2-3 Kid is the worst babyface and worst tag team partner in WWF at this time. And the third time that Razor broke up the pin led to a disqualification, and 1-2-3 Kid had the audacity to blame Razor for that.
Yeah, I've never seen a match end like that where it's just your other tag team partners interviewing and breaking up way too many pins. Call for the bell. I've never seen that. Maybe in the video game.
Yeah.
Also, we learned that Kid got slopped in Long Island, and it was Razor's fault. Oh.
They did a good job of using the Razor and 1-2-3 Kid to kind of push going to the live events. Because you're getting like an element of the story that's going on the main show. So it did kind of promote going to the live events at this time.
Use something from the live events to advance your storyline. That's awesome.
Yep.
You don't see that anymore. Well, first of all, you don't see it because there's no fans.
No.
But forget that. Sid gets early control of this match. He's enjoying it. Kid is doing good at being impartial. Ted DiBiase kicks Razor on the outside while Kid is distracted by Sid. Dean Douglas comes down the aisle. Back from commercial, Dean Douglas is blindsiding Razor on the outside. Kid again distracted. Kid's not doing good anymore. By the way, Dean and Razor are tag team partners this Sunday.
Yes.
Dean's still tight about that dirty finish from In Your House. Razor picks up Sid with his head. The electric chair drops him backwards. It looked painful. It looked great to me.
I will say Sid showed a lot of athleticism in this matchup. He had the head scissors kip up, and then he just led into that with a one-hand choke slam. I was just like, that was impressive. Sid was actually showing off his athleticism in this one.
Razor with the comeback puts Sid in position for the Razor's Edge, and that bastard 1-2-3 Kid pulls Sid out of it to safety. Powerbomb by Sid on Razor. Kid counts to 3 before Sid can even hook the leg. Dirty finish. 9 minutes, 49 seconds.
And the official heel turn after being the worst babyface in professional wrestling at this time in 1995, the 1-2-3 Kid is finally a heel.
Fun fact before we get into what happens after the match. According to Uncle Dave Meltzer, the plan for this show initially called for Sid to be awarded the IC title, but the company decided to switch plans at the last second. This is why they had to create a cover story of Monsoon switching the stipulation of the match. Sid was reportedly not pleased at the news, and the locker room morale got worse because the rumor that circulated at the time was that Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who was working with Razor Ramon on the house shows, was going to be the one to dethrone the bad guy as the new champion. Therefore, keeping the major titles of the promotion in the hands of the Clique.
Sweet. Total Click BS. This is the start of it right here. Apparently, I didn't even know that. This is why you're the quarterback. This is why you're the connoisseur of all reporting, because I didn't even remember that at the time, that this was the reason for that convoluted little explanation that they explained at the top of the show why this wasn't an IC title match.
Ted DiBiase stuffs money into the Razor Ramon's mouth. Kid immediately takes the money and stuffs it into his pocket. That was funny. Gorilla was right about not trusting the 1-2-3 Kid for this to be a title match.
Uncle Gino, you did well.
Kid selling out is such a weird way for a go-home show to end. He doesn't even have a match on Sunday that we know of.
It's like if you were gonna do this and this was the plan, like this seemingly it looked like it was the plan for a while. Why didn't you have 1-2-3 Kid in the wild card match? Like, why is he not on Razor's team? Razor is on a team with 3 other heels. You could at least put 1-2-3 Kid in that.
Jim Ross is backstage with Douglas, Yokozuna, Owen Hart, Jim Cornette, Mr. Fuji. They're all just laughing it up. They find it hilarious. And then Razor Ramon jumps Dean as Raw goes off the air.
I was so confused by that. I was like, Dean's interference had literally nothing to do with you losing, bro. Like, why are you not going after the Kid?
Let's wrap up this Raw. Match of the night, Razor versus Sid.
I'm going to have to agree. I was very close to giving it to Vince McMahon versus Jerry King Lawler and the Karate Fighters, but I enjoyed the dirty finish more for the main event. And like I said, Sid kind of showed out in this main event matchup, so I had to give it to Sid versus Razor.
MVP. I cannot believe these words are coming out of my mouth.
Oh, you too?
1, 2, 3.
MVP. 1, 2, 3. MVP. I totally agree with you. Like, finally, after weeks of being the worst babyface in the WWF, he finally is a heel. He is well deserving of the MVP.
Agreed. LVP. Last week I picked him as my MVP. A lot can happen in a week on True Rewind. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, LVP. He might win this a couple more times. Who knows? He got slopped. He slipped and slopped. He's running backstage. Count out. Awful, awful, awful. Awful night for Hunter.
I got to give it to the guy who slopped himself. Henry O. Godwin. He couldn't get anyone else to slop him, so he had to slop himself.
I think that was your LVP last week, too.
Yes.
Dirty finish counter. 2 on the regular show, but I'm also going to count the Karate Fighters' dirty finish. That's 3. And that's 17 in 12 shows. They are, whoa. They saw WCW and they was like, wow, we got to catch up.
Woof.
Bait and switch counter for that IC title switch up non-title. That's a bait and switch. That's 1. That's 3 in 12 shows. And we're going to put our thumbs out. We're going to count it down. Thumbs up or thumbs down. 3, 2, 1. Unanimous double thumbs down.
I usually give, credit for the go home show, but like I said, I know of 3 matches on this card for Survivor Series 1995, and the third match I don't even know all the participants for it.
Well, no, they did announce Bam Bam Goldust.
Oh yes.
Wild card match, Diesel Brett. What's the other match we were talking about?
The Royals versus the Dead Men or whatever the Undertaker's
so that's
team.
4 matches we know.
Team Darkside, I think it was, or something like that. Yeah. 4 matches for the Survivor Series.
And maybe 2 I'm interested in. I don't know. Maybe 2.5.
Yeah, but I'm only interested in the main event and the wild card match.
I do. Don't you want to see the Undertaker's horrendous face?
Yeah, I want to see the Undertaker's face more than the actual match.
There's 5 Hall of Famers in that match. Well, you don't know that in 1995.
No, we definitely don't know that about Isaac Yankem, Royal Dentist. For the first time in a while, though, it was a nice change in quality from Raw to Nitro.
Yes, I'm going to say when I watched Raw first, and I immediately needed a break. Like, I didn't watch Nitro for at least another 2 hours because I needed a break to recover from Raw.
I told my dear love of my life, I was like, I gotta go right to Nitro or I won't even want to watch. I won't even want to watch after that.
We got 2 different strategies here. 2 different strategies.
Yeah.
Monday Nitro taped from Jacksonville, Florida. Taped. Yeah, that's right. I said taped.
Wow.
And that is because WCW was on a Japan trip working with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
A company we will grow to love very enormously.
I think we're the big hook. A little spoiler for what we got in store. The big hook for the biggest show of the year for WCW, Starrcade 95, is that it's going to be a co-promoted event with New Japan.
What month is Starrcade?
December.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Wow.
We got that to look
We
forward
might have a good pay-per-view coming up.
I have seen this pay-per-view very recently, and it still stands up very well.
Fuck yeah. WCW starts with, of course, SP3. Mongo McMichael. And his stupid dog.
Hit the meter. Mongo meter. Ding, 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 Mongo says, let me tell you, that tickled me pick. Neither one of them knew what was going on. The little guy has on the superhero cape, cause we're gonna see superhuman action. Mongo, just don't speak. I just, Jesus. Why do you have to dress your dog like it's like a 3-month-old child? Like I don't understand this.
So you said you had to jump right into Nitro. You pull up Nitro on the WWE Network and you see that thumbnail. And what's going on through your head when you see that thumbnail?
Literally 2 minutes into Nitro, I wanted to turn this shit off. I wanted to turn this shit off because 2 minutes into Nitro, we had to see Hulk Hogan, the LVP of True Rewind, playing Zorro. Zorro in his own personal lair. He has moved from the what was he on? The courtyard on the beach in Venice Beach, California.
With that homeless guy?
Now he's in a freaking lair. He has his own lair. What? And he has on this stupid fucking mask. Oh my god, my head.
And this segment is segment 1.
Segment 1. I just wrote, what the fuck is going on? He has a fucking sword. Seriously, the fuck?
What kind of DMT acid mushroom trip does one have to go through to fucking do all this on a wrestling show?
It's like this man has gone through several different gimmicks just off of feuding with the Dungeon of Doom.
He says that he hopes the Macho Man will bring himself Meng's head. Not the first time Hulk Hogan has ventured into the dark side of death on a wrestling program.
Not the first time. Won't be the
Hogan,
last.
oh, probably not. Hogan is worried if Sting is on the dark side or the light side because of his business with Lex Luger last week. This was one long 4-minute run-on sentence promo.
I was just losing my mind and wondering how I was gonna make it to the end of this episode because this set the bar really low for the rest of the episode.
Brain boldly predicts Hulk Hogan will be the first man eliminated at World War III out of 60 competitors. That was funny.
The brain brought me right back with that laugh.
Taskmaster is walking down to the ring with Meng, and you can hear him say that World War III is the biggest event and bigger than the Super Bowl.
Yes, he did.
I assure you it is not bigger than the Super Bowl.
No, it's a little bit less. A little bit.
Macho Man with a sneak attack from behind on Meng to start this match. Jimmy Hart comes out with the megaphone on the outside. Mongo alert! He's going to be a couple of brain cells shy of a dead amigo. I don't know who he was talking about, but who cares? That was awful.
Why?
Macho eventually throws Meng and the Jimmy Hart on the apron. Elbow drop for the win. 451. Dirty finish. Stupid Shark comes out, holds Macho Man for Sullivan to attack. They attack his arm. Luger comes out, also attacks Macho's arm very severely into the ring post. Back from commercial, the ring is cleared. No explanation what happened.
I loved the Luger's pinstriped tracksuit.
Oh yeah,
good stuff.
Kensuke Sasaki, did I pronounce that correctly? I think
you did.
Versus Chris Benoit. You know what? Let's learn more about Sasaki first. I did my research.
Okay.
He's a New Japan pro wrestler.
Yes, indeed.
He teamed with Hawk and adopted the moniker Power Warrior.
Yes.
Together, they dominated the tag scene in New Japan. He will go on to eventually win the G1 Climax, not once, but twice. He becomes a 5-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Also, he is the first of 2 men to hold the World Championships in All Japan Pro Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Noah. So this guy's a big deal.
And knowing all of that makes this match even more confusing.
Hard-hitting, short match. But that's not enough, you know. You got to talk about the 49ers and the Cowboys on commentary.
Like they could not care less about this. This was a really good 2 to 3 minute matchup.
Yes.
This was hard hitting. Everything Kensuke hit was very sharp. It was very stiff. Benoit was Benoit. He was just great. And
his two styles meshed very well.
And we saw the earliest example of the stereo German suplexes.
Yes. Benoit wins the Dragon Suplex for the win. 2 minutes 39 seconds. It was just 2 minutes and 39 seconds, and it was good.
Yeah.
Not enough. Bischoff casually says, Benoit wins. Oh, by the way, the newest member of the Four Horsemen. What? When did this happen?
That was just the most random addition to this matchup. Like I was literally
I just tossed us to commercial right after that.
Literally, they didn't even say it while Benoit was still on the screen. They said it like as they were going to commercial, as they're showing like the WCW Nitro logo, and then they just said, "Oh, by the way, he's the newest member of the Four Horsemen. See you in 30 seconds."
What an addition to the Four Horsemen, though. Oh my goodness. Television Championship is on the line. Johnny B. Bad versus Eddie Guerrero. This was the match I was looking forward to the most. Babyface versus babyface. Handshake. The crowd early on, much more behind Johnny here, chanting his name. This was athletic, fast-paced, ahead of its time in 1995. Beautiful chemistry. Match takes a change of style and turns into a short brawl when Bad starts closing his fist, punching Eddie. Bad with a tombstone. The ref hilariously jumps over Bad to count the 2 count. Mongo alert. More 2 counts in this match than an identical twin convention. Oh, jeez. They repeat the mid-air collision spot that Bad and Pillman did at Fall Brawl. They continue to punch each other into a time limit draw in actually 9 minutes, not 10, as they rush the stopwatch here. They shove each other.
They're 1 minute off.
They shove each other after the match. The intensity, Eric Bischoff says. Wow, it's WCW. Oh, shit. Where the big boys play. Oh, fuck. I'm surprised it took that long. That's what she said. Eventually, they shake hands and hug. Mad respect, mad respect. What a match.
I really like this match. This was one of the better matches that they've had on Nitro in the past couple of weeks. Johnny B. Bad is very underrated. He put on that barn burner at Fall Brawl 1995, and this one was right on that level. And he's been a pretty good TV champion so far.
Bischoff says Hogan will be on Nitro next week live. Thank God.
I called them Count Hulk Hogan at this time. Count Hulk Hogan. And he wants to challenge Sting to a match next week on Nitro.
You know what I wrote down about this is that Bischoff initially asked Brain to guess who Hogan wants. And Brain assumes the Giant, Jimmy Hart, because, that makes storyline sense. And then Bischoff says, wrong, Stinger. WCW hot-shotting 101.
One of their biggest matches they could possibly give on Nitro. They are hot-shotting on a week's notice.
Shouldn't Hogan want Giant and Jimmy Hart? Come on.
This is like the most polarizing two shows.
What are you worried about Sting?
You got one show that gives us nothing but superstars versus jobbers, and then you got the other show hot-shotting Starrcade type main events on 1 week notice. It's like the most polarizing juxtaposition of two shows you could possibly watch back to back.
Mean Gene Okerlund, fresh off his unanimous MVP last week. It's a promo with Sullivan, Hart, and Giant. Jimmy says he has 200 Hulkamania jackets he has no idea what to do with. Drunk Guy, do you have any in your collection? Oh, wait, he's not fucking here. Oh, shit.
Of course. He's probably got one on at the pit stop, keeping himself warm until we pick him back up.
It gets really cartoonish from here. Taskmaster talking about how he stayed up at night for years waiting to defeat Hulk Hogan. Blah, 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 blah. Giant is the favorite. Giant talks. Make it stop. Says he will be the champion forever. Shut the fuck up. They compare hand sizes. Taskmaster falls and flops like a fish again. That was funny again. That'll always be funny.
Them snapping on Hogan is like the best part of their promos.
Sting versus Dean Malenko.
When did Sting lose the U.S. title? Because he's now been on the show 2 weeks in a row without wearing it, without the tag that says Sting when he comes out saying that he's U.S. champion. So is he still the U.S. champion? Because
where's his belt?
I would have sworn they said that Sting was defending the U.S. title in Japan against Kensuke Sasaki when Kensuke came out for his match with Benoit. But there's no tag for him as U.S. champion. There's no U.S. title. What's going on?
And spoiler alert. I don't know if they'll tell us next week on Nitro. I haven't seen it yet, but he does lose it to Sasaki over in Japan. The guy that just lost in 2 minutes, Chris Benoit, beats Sting.
How does this make sense?
What? What is this? Well, it's in New Japan. The WCW fans are never going to find out about it.
Exactly.
They'll explain it later. I don't know. Maybe they won't. Who knows? I wanted to say Dean Malenko, the man of 1,000 holds. Is his theme a Bobski or no Bobski?
I consider it a Bobski.
Bobski. That's for sure.
Oh no, that's Rey Mysterio. My bad.
I'll edit that out. Sting beautifully catches Malenko in midair, and military press slams him. Beautiful. Mongo alert. Mongo says he was a good sport when he lost in football and didn't sit around and cry about it like some wrestlers this week. Who the fuck has been crying this week that they lost?
Like Mongo, your job is to put over the guys you're watching in the ring, not bury them.
Malenko dropkick off the top rope, tries for the Texas Cloverleaf, but Sting rolls him up. Small package for the win. 5 minutes, 8 seconds. Oh man, they really took care of Malenko quick here. Mongo says,
really solid matchup for 5 minutes though.
Yeah. Mongo says sometimes you got to take a few lumps to get into the, and I couldn't hear the rest because Brain just says, shut up, as they fade into commercial. Even Brain has had enough.
Well done, Brain.
Afterwards, Sting is on the mic with Mean Gene, calls himself the Big Dog. He says, this is where the big dogs play. Nope, I'm not taking a shot for that, nope. Mean Gene with great life advice. If it looks like a rat, smells like a rat, and quacks like a rat, it's a rat. Anyway, Sting is ready for next week and looking forward to it against Hulk Hogan.
Mean Gene is like the sitcom dad of WCW. Like he's always trying to give advice when he's supposed to be interviewing.
Let's wrap up this Nitro, unless you have any other notes.
No, that was all. This was like after that Count Hulk Hogan segment, this was a really good WCW Nitro.
Match of the night. This is unanimous. I'm not even going to ask you. Bad versus Eddie. As a matter of fact, I am going to say boldly, since I didn't like that Bret Hart Jean-Pierre Lafitte match, this has been the best match of the Monday Night War.
Ooh.
Bad versus Eddie so far.
I don't know. I felt Bad versus Pillman was a little bit better, and it had a finish.
I like this one more.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame you. This was a really good match. And, I would give it to Eddie versus Benoit.
Which one?
The Benoit's debut.
The first one?
Yeah.
I don't got a problem with that, but I thought this was my match of the war so far.
This was really good.
And on that note, MVP, I'm going to give it to both of them.
I'm going to give MVP to Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit had a very good 3-minute matchup with Kensuke Sasaki, and he is the newest member of the Four Horsemen, so I had to give it to Benoit.
LVP. Oh, you heard all the Mongo alerts, and you saw that fucking acid trip. I'm giving it to both Hulk Hogan and Mongo.
We are in agreement there. I have to give it to the co-LVPs to Mongo. Mongo had me face palming a lot throughout this episode, and I am not giving it to Hulk Hogan this week. I am giving it to Count Hulk Hogan. He is the one half of the LVPs.
Dirty finish counter. That's 1 tonight. 26 in 13 events. Mongo meter awful. 11 out of 11 shows 100%. I'm going to put our thumbs out. We're going to count it down in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs up or thumbs down. 3, 2, 1. Unanimous. Thumbs up.
This was a really solid WCW Nitro. The best one in weeks. Not saying much, but this is the best one in best show on either show for Raw or Nitro in weeks.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a while since I did this. TV ratings, no matter what, you're going to beat Drunk Guy this week. Last week, Raw did a 2.6. What do you think Raw did this week?
2.5.
Close. They did a 2.6 again.
Oh, okay.
Nitro last week did a 2.0. What do you think Nitro did this week?
2.1.
Close. They did a 2.0 again.
I just got to go with whatever they went with last week.
But Raw wins again. They are up 5-3 with 2 ties in the Monday Night War. And on the True Rewind scoreboard, the both of us picked WCW. WCW wins again. They're up 6-4 on WWF.
Yes, WCW takes a commanding two-week advantage over Monday Night Raw. I think that's our biggest margin yet, is it?
No, I think WWF they blew a lead. They blew a big lead. I think they were up 3-1 or 4-1, something like that. They blew it.
So both the biggest margin biggest margin for WCW so far. So that is all for episode 15 of True Rewind. On our next episode 16, we will be reviewing WWF Survivor Series 1995, headlined by Big Daddy Fool, Big Daddy Uncool Diesel, defending the WWF Championship against Bret the Hitman Hart, as well as the highly anticipated wild card match. We will be back with the one, the only, the supreme Ivan Ooze, drunk guy JJ. We're going to pump up the flux capacitor, get in our DeLorean, and pick him up at that pit stop we left him drunk and asleep at.
Cannot wait. Survivor Series. Oh my goodness. We need something to be higher than a 2.86.
They got a low bar to eclipse, but I'm going to go out on a limb, and I think they might get above a 3. They might. I'm not going to place any bets on it, though. Any final plugs or remarks for the people?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Pride of NY. And if you enjoy this war, you might enjoy the Wednesday Night War, AEW and NXT with me and Chris G. Help us out, watch it, and help us vote, because sometimes me and Chris disagree, like we did last week, and we need your vote to break the tie. Oh my God.
Talk about breaking.
See? You see? It's a fucking war out here.
It's a war zone. It is a war out there, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for coming along in our DeLorean for the Monday Night War. You can find me online on Instagram, TrueHeel_Epic SP3. You can follow True Hill Heat on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at True Hill Heat. The spelling is right behind me. And of course, you can find me on True Hill Heat every Friday or Saturday, where we break down the latest wrestling news. We give you rankings and we talk about the up and coming events. Also, you can find me right here on True Rewind or wherever else any interviews going down. I am always here on our True Hill Heat YouTube channel, so you guys know what to do. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, push the subscribe button and the bell to stay notified for all the great content right here on True Hill Heat. So for the connoisseur of all reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. This has been True Rewind, episode 15. We are signing off until next time. Peace, y'all.